In this adventure, we are embarking on one of the best wilderness experiences in Yellowstone. We are taking a 4-day, 3-night private kayak trip to Lewis and Shoshone lakes. The night before starting this adventure was spent in the Lake Yellowstone Hotel. We affectionately have named it the Big Yellow House on Yellowstone Lake. The next morning, we drove to Lewis Lake Boat Launch to meet Bryan and Chris, our guides.
You'd like it in a dry bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's get some back. Or two here to kind of assess where we're at here as far as the pack.
It's nice. It's really clearing off on Lewis Lake. Very pretty. Bryan and Chris are loading up the kayaks for us to take off on day one of our kayak trip. Today we go across Lewis Lake and then up the channel to our first campground.
So we're right here at the Lewis Lake Boat Launch, and our route of travel is going to be to first gain this protected western shoreline here. We'll paddle up Lewis Lake. We'll see, how calm the lake is. We might be able to bite a corner off here, and then we'll try to hit lunch right here at the mouth of the Lewis River channel. This is the only section of river you can paddle in Yellowstone legally, so that's pretty cool. And we'll be able to paddle till about right here upstream, hopefully, and then we'll have to get out and then portage the boats up to Shoshone Lake right here. Now our camp tonight is 8Q9, and that's an awesome first night camp because a little bit of work to get up there, and then boom, we're right at camp, and it's nice and protected because
where's the second night?
The wind generally blows that way. Now our second night camp is 8R2.
Okay.
So tomorrow morning we'll get up nice and early. We'll cut across Moose Bay here, and then we're gonna have to get over there somehow. So if the lake is calm, we will cross this. They call this the Narrows of Shoshone Lake, and this is the narrowest point. Now the wind generally blows this direction, and this topographical feature here creates some pretty sizable wave features. Yeah, so generally that happens in the afternoon into the evening, and we'll see how it goes. Now 8R2 is a great camp. We'll be there for 2 nights. Okay, ideally we're going to be here tomorrow by like lunchtime or maybe even earlier, which is awesome. So we'll have the afternoon to do whatever. We'll set up camp. We'll have some time to kind of relax and take in the wilderness out there. And then we've got the whole day the next day to either, if you guys would like, we can get out to, this is a fantastic geyser basin here, the Shoshone Geyser Basin. So we have the option to either paddle there and paddle back. It's about, from that camp, just slightly over 3 miles on the water. If it's really windy or we don't feel like paddling, 8R2 is a great camp because you can access the north side of the lake trail there and from that camp to walk all the way through
And there is Bryan, our guide, and somewhere is Chris. Hello, Chris, over there.
Hey, good morning.
Wave your paddle or your hand.
Gonna get some ramming speed and kind of drive your boat up on the beach, and I'll be able to pull you up a little bit. Little oranges here, these are figs. These are dried apples with cinnamon and sugar on them, little dried fruit action. Apricots, probiotic, good stuff to have, maybe 2. And then of course, snack bag is always an option over here too.
Channel here. Just had a good lunch and we're heading up the channel to our campground.
Lasso back here.
What's that?
We're gonna tie on to you.
I've got a lasso back here.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, we can do that if we need to.
that's cruel and unusual punishment for you.
That's my sick pleasure to tow kayaks around. So. Found the deep spot.
Bryan with the kayak train, heading up the fast part of the channel. I know where we have to go. Left down there. We're on Shoshone Lake, getting pretty close to our campground for the night, and then just vegging out. Pretty but nice, isn't it, dear?
Yeah. Nice and calm.
our first night's dinner.
I'm not gonna lie, I own that OCD. It's okay. I've accepted, you know, who I am. And go. Ropes and extension cord. Yeah, go ahead. Phew.
Loading up the boat, the kayaks this morning before we head down for day 2 and night 2. We're approaching the Narrows. I guess we're crossing over pretty soon. Brian's pointing out where we're heading.
Yeah, so they call this the Narrows because this is the narrowest point between the North Shore, which we're standing on right now, and the South Shore we're looking at. So if you need to cross, this is the safest place to do so. Unfortunately, with the wind, I mean, right now it's as calm as can be, but when it blows from the west, which it usually does, this topography here funnels all the wind between these 2 points, and the wave height builds to 6 to 8 feet in height through this crossing here sometimes. So it's really imperative that we cross this early in the morning like we are today, before the wind kicks up, and so much more enjoyable to cross in nice calm glassy water like this.
We're approaching our campsite for the next 2 nights. Looks like a pretty little area.
We're gonna be up on top of that hill.
It's on top of that rock hill. It's where our campsite is.
But right up between me and the log is pretty ideal.
Yeah.
For what the situation is here, so. Yeah, that's perfect.
Get it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. He's not dead. He's just a zombie. See if you can get him again.
Bitchin' sauce.
Oh, no way.
It's bitchin'.
Yeah.
It's bitchin' good.
Yeah,
Bitchin' good time. It's Chipotle in flavor. It's made out of almonds and stuff. It's vegan.
I love it.
Good stuff. Cucumber, celery, carrot sticks. This is the kind of little appetizer, and then we can kill our tortilla chips from yesterday. There's little plates there.
Sweet.
Yeah. So. Green beans. Next one. Dairy-free mashed potato here. Squeeze it out like toothpaste. That's great. That's pretty hot. Ooh. Get out of there. Ooh. That's too hot. Too hot for me. That is hot. Hot stuffing there. Look at that. And you're gonna have to save room for dessert. That's what's in here.
Pumpkin pie?
It's not pumpkin pie. Couldn't find a dairy-free. And to be honest, I was too lazy to make my own. So. Sorry there. It's all breast meat, so and dark meats. If that's your favorite at Thanksgiving. Sorry. Next trip, I'll get some drumsticks in there, or whatever.
Where do I put the cranberry sauce on? Same place.
Any place.
Ouch.
And there's
That was
gravy
hot.
there too.
Gravy?
Yep, in that tall Nalgene jar thing.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, very nice.
What a dream.
Dreamy.
What do you call that? Ring around the posy?
Yeah. Well, the technical term is friction wrap. Yeah. But yeah, it's ring around the rosy. You got it. So, and then let's take a bite. I'll pass back to you. Yep. Let's tie that off.
Today we're kayaking on day 3 over to Lewis Shoshone Geyser Basin. And we'll hike around in there once we get there in an hour to 2 hours. You're gonna eat
Onions.
onions.
These are the pollen cones, and you could go up to one of these trees and go like that, and a big cloud of pollen would come out. And the female part of the plant's on the end here. And real sticky, these little buds catch the pollen when it flies around, and then they produce the serotinous cone here. Every year, it all works. Just kind of bits and pieces of it strewn all over the place.
You think it exploded?
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of steaming at the top a teeny bit.
Yeah. This one right here reminds me of the Norris area a lot. All over the place you see these kind of interconnecting bacterial channels. Although this one has a lot of mineral deposit around the edge here too. It's nice and hard on the edge. So yeah, little twin bubblers there. Yeah, but you look down in there, and it's really, really cool. Colors are just amazing. bacteria growing on it. That's a new thing this year that I noticed when I got out here for the first time. And I was also telling the hot springs back there where Chris is coming down the trail, the one is really blue, and then in years past the other one adjacent to it was dark brown. And then if you're here last year, both of them were really bright blue, and now the one is starting to kind of turn brown again. And that's just fluctuating water temperature and bacteria growth.
This is being a man going off here. Pretty easy going down the channel compared with when we came up and Bryan had to haul all 3 kayaks up the river while we hiked the CDT.
Pretty obvious rock to miss. Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
That was painted rock.
Yeah. I saw that. Somebody hit it.
Another painted rock.
With some aluminum.
Oh, that is too cool.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. We'll manifest it for both lakes right now.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Howdy.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
Oh, lots of them. Morning.
We are.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make